1, 2, 3, 4.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and today, with the end of the year coming, we're going to give you our list of the movies we thought were the best movies to come out this year. I was able to get a list from Jordan on what his top 5 movies were and an honorable mention. And I was trying to get a list from Smokey Bishop, Tim, but he had recently started a new job recently, so he's been busy with acclimating to that offhand and trying to figure out our best timing to reach each other for any future collaborations for when he has the free time. But even though Jordan and I each are giving our top 5 list, I guess technically it'd be kind of like a top 10 list, but some of our picks match up. So whatever the case may be, I want to thank you though for stopping by and liking, commenting, sharing all that beautiful stuff, and I hope that in my quest to entertain you, to alleviate your day, I hope that in kind you can drop a like on the video, subscribe, share all that beautiful stuff, and give me what some of your top picks of your favorite movies are for the year. And any movies that you didn't like, we're going to give you a couple of our list of movies that we didn't think too much or too highly of. I'm going to go over, Jordan's list. I'm boring myself. Not really. Alright, so Jordan's top 5 movies for 2022. Number 1, Bullet Train. That was a very excellent movie, better than I was anticipating. Great action sequences, beautifully shot, good story, great cast. Check that out, Bullet Train. I think it's on Netflix now. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which is a multiversal story. I have to admit, I did not get to watch this movie yet. But I hear great things about it, and that's on Jordan's list. Number 3, Wakanda Forever. Mbambe, you know what I mean? Stand tall with the recent passing of Chadwick Boseman a couple years back, and the uncertainty of this franchise certainly could have ruined this movie, and there's a couple things that I'm sure in hindsight we can look back on and say this was good, that could have been better, but I certainly can understand why people have this on the top of their list. The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson. I have to admit that was a really good Batman movie. Again, well written. The atmosphere I thought was perfect for most of the movie. I thought Robert Pattinson was great as Batman, and I think that Zoe Kravitz did good as Catwoman, and Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell did not look like Colin Farrell in that movie as the Penguin. And then to wrap up Jordan's list is the movie Prey, which is a great movie. He actually reviewed this on our channel and actually bought our first over 100 plus view video on that. His honorable mention is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Good movie, definitely up there. Not the best in my opinion, but good. It was a good movie. And his pick for disappointment of the year is Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, that was horrible. Okay, so here's my list. And like I said, the chances are that we might line up on some of these, and we do. Bullet Train. I totally agree that this was a great movie. Um, Even Bad Bunny, his small part in it made me want to hope for a sequel or a prequel. Oh, well, I guess a prequel um, to his character in this movie. I also have the Batman on this list. I was really pleasantly surprised with the movie, and I hope that it continues to carry the same tone and the same writing, the same acting going forward. Um, all the old knives. This is my where I pick mine differs. That movie has Chris Pine and Thandie Newton in it, and I thought that movie was very excellently done. It's a spy thriller, and we uh, follow them having a conversation about the last case they worked on and all the twists and turns that came along with a spy thriller. And yeah, yeah, great movie. I highly recommend that movie. Another a movie that one of the last movies that Jordan and I agree on is Wakanda Forever. Definitely a great movie. Definitely something that I think you should go check out or rent or stream. But my last on the list is Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers movie. Um, it literally follows the lives of Chip and Dale living in Los Angeles with other cartoon and real life people. It's a Roger Rabbit type of style of movie. I thought it was very cleverly done. You see a lot of different takes on these cartoon characters that we grew up with, and very entertaining, and it deals with two friends that had a falling out over a bunch of feelings and resentments that were not discussed, and their eventual reconnection. And my honorable mention is more of a show than a movie. Miss Marvel. Okay. I know Miss Marvel did not do too well in the reviews. I know that MCU Phase 4 has been very touted as the worst phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know that a lot of projects within this phase has been uh, terribly gone awry, but there are some shining lights like Spider-Man, No Way Home, WandaVision, um, and in my opinion, Miss Marvel was one of the better shows. Uh, Against my expectation, I liked Moon Knight better as a show, but if we're talking about expectations of what uh, the audience was anticipating, I'd have to give it to Miss Marvel because I was already anticipating Moon Knight to be great and awesome, even though it had some flaws. But Miss Marvel was a show that I did not think I was going to be emotionally invested into because I don't like the comic book character at all. I find her to be annoying, but the actress really captured something with this take on her, and I got to learn a lot about the history of her people, uh, and the things that they went through. And I think that if you go into the show with an open mind, you'd be able to perhaps see what I'm seeing. I hope that maybe there's a season two, or at least more of a spotlight on her down the road. And she is technically the first mutant introduced, as far as we know, into the MCU. Uh, Unless they go back and retcon anything and say, oh, well, this person's been a mutant all this time too. A character that may predate Kamala and her show. But in as far as being introduced, we're being introduced to the mutants through her. So I'd label her the first one that was introduced to us as a mutant. So that's kind of a big thing for the show too. Yeah, Miss Marvel, and of course, and Prey. I have to give it up for Prey. Prey was great. My honorable, dishonorable mentions is two of them. It's Thor and Morbius. I was expecting a lot more from Thor, and it was horrible. Uh, did not land at all. Even Chris Hemsworth has, in interviews, stated that he'd like to work with different directors if he was to come back to play Thor in a solo movie. Because currently he's not really under contract anymore to do any more Marvel movies. He was one of the last originals to not be under contract. The only one left out of the original Avengers lineup basically is Clint and Bruce. And with Clint passing on the Hawkeye mantle, so to speak, and training Kate Bishop, it's pretty much Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner as the lone original Avengers active and still trying to be relevant and lead the Avengers, even though they kind of cucked him a little bit in the She-Hulk, but that's a story for the playlist that I have down on the channel there for She-Hulk. But that's our lists for our favorite movies of 2022 and some dishonorable mentions. Let me know what you think of our list down below, and if you disagree or agree, let us know down below. And I'm still going to be trying to upload videos and shorts up until the end of the year, but whatever holidays you celebrate, I hope they're beautiful. I hope that you get to spend time with your family, drink some fine wine, smoke some wonderful weed, eat some delicious foods, and enjoy your time with your family, friends, and loved ones. And until next time, peace, Snuckums.